Hola, me llamo David. Soy de Phoenix, Arizona. Estudio en la Universidad Estatal de Arizona. Mi especialización es la comunicación. Las clases que estoy tomando este semestre son la sostenibilidad y español, comunicación 270 y el budismo. Mis clases son medio de día, el día todos los días, so every day. Trabajo en una administración de empresas llamada Sunrun. Okay, so real quick, a couple things that a student transferring from the University of Puerto Rico would know before coming to ASU or would want to know. First off, one thing I found interesting about the University of Puerto Rico is just the sheer age of it. I actually learned something about my current school as well in this process, but to start off, the University of Puerto Rico was founded in 1903, so it's been around for over 100 years, which is really cool. I had thought that ASU was not as old, or is rather newer, but it was it came to my attention that we were actually founded in, I believe, 1858. 1885, not 1858. 1885, ASU was founded. So that's actually it's older. It's older than the University of Puerto Rico, which was surprising to me. One thing as well, if you're a student coming from the University of Puerto Rico over to ASU, is the size of Arizona State University. It's definitely a lot bigger than Puerto Rico's campus. So maybe navigating would be a little bit hard to do. As far as some of the classes that are offered, obviously, because of the sheer size of ASU, we have a bit more options as far as classes. A lot of things that aren't necessarily available at the University of Puerto Rico, which is super cool. So if people wanted to come over from that college over here, it'd be a lot of new options to study. Going off on that, just as far as what kind of inclusion that you may feel, being that English may not be your first language. There's a lot of Spanish-speaking people in the state, which is really great. The population in Arizona is almost majority Hispanic. For that reason, I feel like that you should feel like this is a home away from home. One thing that really interests me as well is athletics. When I was younger, I used to be a pretty decent athlete. Now my focus is definitely more financial gain and things like that, so I've had to steer away from that. But as far as athletic administrations going on here, there's a lot of other cool sports that aren't necessarily available in Puerto Rico as well. One off the top of my head is ice hockey. So if you guys ever from Puerto Rico wanted to get into ice hockey, this would be a cool thing to do over here. Even though Arizona is not very fit for ice hockey, we have the resources to be able to do that for some people who are interested. So the next couple slides, or rather clips, will be from some of the cool spots on campus. Right now I'll give you a tour of one of the most important spots for me, which is my home. I'm in here right now. So yeah, I guess I could. So the first stop is definitely the most important spot for me, where I get a lot of my work done, both for school and work. This is my room. I do a lot of work on my desk here. And as far as a view from campus, I don't have the best view of campus. However, a lot of my classes are right beyond that parking garage. And then over there by those palm trees is a really good indication of where campus is. So it's a very short walk to my Spanish class. So after going to class and coming home and going over some homework and figuring out what I'm going to do today or for the rest of the day, usually before that, I'll hit the gym. If I have some time before, I'll usually go to the gym. If I can't find time before, I'll usually go right about now after class. The next couple of clips will be from that. Before that, however, in the mornings, I usually have to go to business meetings on martes y jueves. So what that allows me to do is go to those meetings and come back, go to classes. Again, that's on martes y jueves. Y 10 de la mañana, and I leave at around 11 y media, so 11:30, 11:30, de la tarde, or de la mañana. It's in the morning still. But regardless, I'll show you what the business administration empress de Sunrun looks like on the inside. And then after that, I'll show you the gym, and we'll come back here. Alright, so now that you've seen where I go to work, what I do throughout the day as far as studying, working out, and then doing stuff for income, that's pretty much my day-to-day. Usually at nighttime, I'd go home, make some dinner, perhaps go out and get some food from one of the many restaurants nearby. That's something real great about Arizona State's campus as well, as there's tons of really cool fast food, both Hispanic food, subs. I usually go for Hispanic food. I've been doing a lot of tocaya recently, so I usually come home, get some food, hang out with my girlfriend, and then start the cycle all over again. But look forward to hopefully having you at ASU, and thank you for listening, or rather, gracias por escuchar. Hasta luego.